Shiv. It's all good. It's all good.
Shiv storms out of the room, and they have this big confrontation where Shiv has decided that she changes her mind. David Cho, what's your kind of operating idea for why Shiv changed her mind at the end?
I think she wanted to feel like she could do something for her partner, for her husband, for her child, and set their family up to succeed. And I think she's struggled with how I think she's struggled with being a good person and a fit mother per what her mother is like instilled in her from an insecurity perspective. And I don't think it had anything to do with, honestly, Kendall's merit. I think she did it for Tom, and because it's like we've seen her fuck over Tom every which way for the last 4 years of TV time, or of our time, you know?
Yeah, I saw a lot of chatter online that's like, for once, Shiv was thinking about her family instead of her family. Do you know what I mean? Like, she was thinking about her family. And I think that's a great way of conceptualizing it. So that strikes me as the most plausible. Now then, all the other stuff, like the dead waiter and lying about that, and all, like that kind of like puts her over the edge. But I think I agree with, like, that's where my head is with David Cho, that like that's kind of the initial idea of why she changed her mind. That plus David Cho, she realizes that Kendall is not a good fit after all.
It's the most her dad thing she could have done, is to not believe in Kendall and not believe in any of the kids.
I'm not as inclined to think that she did it for Tom or with Tom's feelings.
You don't think she did to like prove to Tom?
She thought that she gained her brother's confidence and like support and lost it very quickly. She thought she gained Matsson's support and confidence and then lost that very quickly too. And she had clearly pushed Tom away as far as possible, like at the start of this episode, how she's kind of like trying to reopen that door, and he's obviously very reluctant to it, which I don't blame him, because it just feels a little like opportunist at that point. I think that she saw the only path forward for herself was to stay attached to Tom. I think it is her instinct to like just think that she has to look out for herself, and that's it. And for her right now, staying married to Tom, having his baby, having it be like, oh, we're married, we're co-raising this kid, and I'm also presumably going to continue influencing ATN and or Pierce or whatever news thing
She's
through
still just
my
playing the game.
husband. Like, it felt like a mutually assured compromise from both of them. And like, I believed her when she said like, okay, we've already said the worst things we could ever say to each other. So now I feel like I can't possibly mess this up more than I already did. It does not feel like there is any actual love or respect there. It feels like they have both resigned themselves to knowing that if they want to maintain power and influence the way that they both really want to, they like have to do it together.
I might have changed my mind.
What the fuck?
There is a massive fight that breaks out between the siblings, and it's incredible. I think this is like some of Jeremy Strong's strongest work. Just complete regression, you know, the part where he says like, I'm the eldest boy, that's like one of the key lines of the episode. And
I'm the eldest boy! I am the eldest boy!
The arguments have been reduced to this, and you sense he's like you sense like how much of an addict he is, and he's jonesing for control, and this is what's going to give his life meaning and purpose.
I think it's so sad and dark to see someone do whatever they can to grasp at this thing that they want so badly. I think it's just like, I don't know, it's like fucking, it's so dark, and it's just so tragic, and it's just like, and it's funny because it's like, he really, no sympathy for Kendall on a human level, but as a character we watch on TV, it's like, it's just crazy to see this person have this thing dangled in front of him so many times and just have it like, you know, it's like Lucy with the football every single time.
The idea of just being so close, like he has worked for 4 freaking seasons and he is 1 vote away from achieving that which he wants. It's just like, oh, so tragic and poetic and sad. And then it gets super dark, as you mentioned, David Cho, which is they start talking about bloodlines.
He wanted this to go on.
Well, I mean, she's the bloodline, though.
What?
Which is like really upsetting, where, you know, Roman says like, of Shiv, like she's in the bloodline. It's not going to be Roman. It's not going to be Kendall.
I just mean if you're going to play that card, Dad's view was yours weren't real.
What the fuck did you just say?
Well, just not real.
Roman then describes Kendall's children. Now, we've seen Kendall's children. It seems like one of them is not their biological child, right? And what we find out, according to Roman, this is the language Roman's using. I do not endorse this language. But he says one is a buy-in and one is half Rava, half filing cabinet guy.
Dave, I can't believe you said that. Oh my god. Is that what you think? Is that how your brain works?
I don't even know what
disgusting.
I don't even know what that even means.
Well, that's just what Dad said. I'm just saying what Dad said.
Well, don't say it.
Roman was quoting Logan, but obviously he was deploying that language in a very upsetting way, in my opinion. Like that's like, and of course, like very dark, and it causes them to fight. And
bro, when he went for the face eggs, are you kidding me?
I know.
Oh my god.
The face eggs.
Someone in the chat. I'm sorry, I can't find the comment now, but somebody said like Kendall's arc went from like defending Roman from Logan at Argestes to now he's like attacking Roman himself. Right? He has truly become his father. And then it's over. Like Kendall tries to go, he tries to salvage it. He like walks in and he's like,
the
"We
little
should adjourn."
hair tufts. Like it's just like the very slight dysfunction of like his hair in that moment while he's like trying to like stiffen back in like power mode.
He's like, "Yeah, let's adjourn this meeting." And Frank's like, "It's over, man. It's over."
Like someone already, you can't even adjourn the meeting, right? It's already happened. It's over.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
You're disgusting. You're fucking heartless. What? It's fucking nuts.
The whole time I was wondering to myself, how much of this can everyone hear? Because it seems like based on the cutaways, it seems like they can hear everything. It seems like when you hear it from their perspective, like the board perspective, it seems like you can hear everything, which is wild to me.
Yeah.
And then when they start fighting, it's like the whole point of the day is to present to the board like we are a credible alternative to this. So when they're like physically beating each other up, it's like it's over, man. They've already destroyed all their credibility. It's brutal. Brutal. That's the thing too, is like you got to imagine there's going to be like leaks of that, you know, like there's so many witnesses. There's like dozens of people there. They would someone's tweeting about something that they DMing some journalist about
someone's skeeting about it.
Someone's
Kendall's gonna play the best game of good tweet, bad tweet.
Someone's mastituting about that,
Because you killed someone.
But Rich.
What? Wait,
Which?
When they're fighting and he's like, "You killed that guy," and then Kendall's like, "Which?" And it's so fucking weird.
Do we
like,
think
do you think there are multiple?
Killed more than one person?
I don't think so. I think that was not my interpretation. My interpretation was just that he had completely put it out of his head. He had completely put that idea out of his head. Like it was, you know, NRPI. Like he was not even thinking about that person as a factor. But yeah, the moment when he's like, I just made that up. That's like the lowest that Kendall has ever sunk in his entire life. I made up that I killed this person because I thought I needed something to bring us together. And then Shiv and Roman react more violently to that than if he had just copped to it at that, you know, like they're like, "Whoa, that's really messed up that you made that up." Like if that's a fact. So
yeah, I think it's worse to kill someone than to make it up. Call me crazy.
Let me write that one down.
Yeah. Hey everyone, David Chen here. Thank you so much for watching that video from Decoding TV. If you want to get an audio version of the show, all you got to do is go to podcast.decodingtv.com. And if you want to support what we do, get ad-free episodes of the podcast and also bonus episodes of the podcast, go to decodingtv.com and become a paid member. Of course, you can also like and subscribe for more. We appreciate it. Thanks. See you later.